Back in this Monday as King Charles shook hands and chatted with those gathered outside the Easter service at Windsor Castle yesterday. Joining us now for more is our royal expert, Patricia Treble. Patricia, good morning to you.
Good morning.
And this was the King's most significant outing since his cancer diagnosis. What more can you tell us?
Well, this really became his first public engagement since then. Easter, traditional, it's at Windsor Castle. They made some concessions because to lessen the impact of infection, the risk of it. So not as many royals. So basically it was him, his siblings, and their spouses. They sat a bit apart in the service. And then afterwards, he, instead of going to the normal reception, which would be indoors, he went out and greeted everyone. People counted 56 handshakes. Kind of just this sense that we're stepping back into normalcy. Still under doctor's care, still doing treatment, but we're getting there.
Little surprised they allowed him to shake hands, just given his health.
Exactly. I think the fact he was outside, I think that's the whole thing. And you can tell how happy he was. He was itching and scratching to do this.
Yeah, I was going to say probably a really big moment for him.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think so.
All right. Sarah Ferguson was also in attendance.
Absolutely. This is now the new normal. So follows after what happened at Christmas. It's deemed a family event. So she accompanies her ex-husband, Prince Andrew. They share a house together, just in case you're wondering why she would be there. Don't read anything more into it. It is simply a family event, and she's there.
All right. Meantime, as expected, William and Kate did not attend the service, and they remain out of the public eye.
Yeah. This was completely expected. They normally would be there with the kids. Normally we'd have Louis by now walking down with the family because he's old enough. They're in Norfolk. They're at the Sandringham Estate at their country home, and they'll be there for the next 2 weeks. We won't see William come back into public view until after the kids are back at school, April 17th.
Okay, and just to be clear, this is all file footage that we're seeing here.
Yep.
They're laying low. And now, also, some experts have looked into the online conspiracy behind the hashtag, Where is Kate? And what has been discovered?
So, two things. And I was waiting for experts to look at it because every time something like this happens, my warning antenna always goes up. And it turns out that Russian disinformation campaign was pushing the Kate conspiracy theory narrative. They were pushing it online. This is a standard practice for them because they want to destabilize Western institutions. The monarchy is a very important institution. And the royal family have been incredibly strong supporters of Ukraine. So that didn't surprise me. The other thing was the Where is Kate hashtag, which was attached to a lot of the conspiracy theories floating around on social media. Experts traced it back to the Sussex Squad. Now, this is a group of online fans of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex who are fiercely promoting them, but also denigrate anyone who opposes them, including the other royals. And so it's kind of a sign that what you see on the surface isn't always what's happening underneath. And it sometimes can take time for the experts to figure out what was going on.
And where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, meantime, it's been nearly 3 weeks since Meghan launched her lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard. Is there anything new to report on that front?
There is absolutely nothing. And this has actually got people a little puzzled because she launched it, the Instagram, she had the website, there's a 15-second video and nothing. We haven't seen any promotion about, shows coming up. There's talk of a cooking show on Netflix. No products, nothing. She's been updating her trademark requests, but that is it. A little surprising, I would think.
Okay. All right. But you know what? It's amazing when you can build a following by just putting out that little bit,
exactly.
And then all of a sudden you have how many followers?
I think 600,000 last time. Yeah. Fancy that.
Not bad. Okay, before we let you go, we know your love for tiaras, but move over tiaras because we got some brooches in town.
Yeah. My first love has always been brooches. I've written it. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those weird things that I like. People have noticed that Queen Camilla is charting a different path. So instead of just always wearing brooches that the late Queen made famous, she's been going deeper into the royal jewelry vaults. So we've got things like she wore this double heart aquamarine brooch that nobody had ever seen before. Somebody finally in Norway was able to identify it as belonging to Queen Alexandra. So it's more than 100 years old. We don't think it's ever been seen in public. She's been pulling old things out that the Queen was given as, gifts from her parents in the 40s that were rarely worn. She had a bee brooch that she always wears. She likes wearing insects and little animals.
Okay.
And she had a little fly, and the fly belonged to the late Queen. And it's been identified in royal jewelry books. Nobody's ever seen a picture of it until now. So it's kind of one of those things. I like the fact that she's creating her own personality. She's got her own sense of style, and she's not just following the path that the late Queen had.
All right.
You should be wearing your brooch today.
I forgot. I apologize. I will wear it next time, I promise.
I don't know. Move over Tiffany's. Wouldn't you love to go into the Royal Vault of Jewelry? Can you imagine what's in there? You'd have to wear sunglasses. I mean, just the glare.
This would be spectacular. I mean, recently, when the late Queen's granddaughters were getting married and they were pulling out tiaras we had never seen before. And all of us were just exploding in excitement on the internet because we're trying to figure out where they had come from. And we're thinking, if they've been hiding tiaras for 70 years, what else is back there? And now we're getting a sense of that.
Starting to find out.
Thanks to Camilla.
What a tickle trunk to have.
It would be so much fun.
All right, Patricia, thank you so much. Good to see you this morning.